Who's ready for some hot Labor Day deals? We're going to be covering the Home Depot sale. We got the Lowe's sale coming up. We got the Walmart's doing some big stuff also. We're going to be covering all those and more. Make sure you have subscribed and ring the bell so you don't miss out on any of the hot deals. We got Home Depot today. Let's jump into them. First, I want to thank today's sponsor. That is FlexiSpot. How many of you are sitting there in a cruddy chair? Let's be honest, there's a bunch of you out there. I know my brother was. We saw that in the video. So embarrassed to see the chair that he had. Anyway, it's time to get yourself a decent chair. How much time do you spend in that chair? Why are you hurting yourself with a cheap chair? You'll spend a whole bunch of money on your couch or your lounger or all that stuff, and then you'll spend $15 on a task chair for your desk. Get a good ergonomic chair. FlexiSpot is a great company. We worked with them for years. Standing desks, chairs, the whole 9 yards. Fantastic stuff. Great support after the sale as well. They've got a 30-day return, a 10-year warranty. Right now, they're having their anniversary sale with up to 65% off. You can also use my exclusive code C782150. Don't worry, everything will be down below. But take a look at it. This is the FlexiSpot Premium Ergonomic Office Chair, aka the C7. This is what you need in a chair, all right? We got adjustable headrest, adaptive back support in the lumbar area. You can either leave it in dynamic mode where it adjusts with you, or you can lock it in place and it'll give you that really firm level of support if that's what you're looking for. It's got the breathable mesh back, the 3D adjustable armrest. Trust me, the adjustable armrests are awesome. The seat depth adjust, we talked about that before. You got to get good support all the way to the back of your knees. Otherwise, you're standing up and you're going to be feeling like you're tired because you weren't fully supported by your chair. Then we got the biometric back support, adjustable height, forward tilt seat. A lot of people ignore that. They always want to be sitting back. If you're at the keyboard and you want to be forward in I don't say an aggressive stance, but you want to be a pro forward stance towards your keyboard, because that's going to bring your arms up. It's going to get you that ergonomic posture so you don't end up getting carpal tunnel and getting that surgery that nobody wants to get, all right? We got 90 to 128 degree reclining on it. This is a fantastic chair. It's really nice. It's really comfortable. And you know what? It's time to, let's be honest, it's time to step and get something decent for yourself and not be silly about it. Get a good chair. FlexiSpot's a great company. I highly recommend them. Go check it out. Links to everything, as always, down below. All right, let's keep going here. We got the Labor Day sale over at Home Depot. I will be 100% honest with you. Not the biggest tool sale I've seen. In fact, we covered in a video just the other day, we did the 40-60% off. Apparently, we broke their Labor Day sale, because that was, it seems to be, most of the Labor Day sales when it comes to power tools. They didn't label them as such, but now they're all labeled that. You can go check out, if you don't find what you're looking at here, check out that video, because there's a ton of power, 40 to 60% off. There's some big savings on that kind of stuff. All right, let's get back to it though. So first off, we got the tailgating headquarters here. They've got the Traeger. This is the one we've talked about before. It's a smaller one, but you know what the nice thing about it is? It has the built-in Wi-Fi, lets you monitor your grill from any location. I'll say this. When I first started doing smoking with a pellet smoker, I thought the whole Wi-Fi thing was kind of like, meh, who really needs that? No, it's awesome, dude. It really is. You don't need it. It's definitely not something you need. But if you're active, you're doing a bunch of stuff, and you don't want to be sitting next to your smoker for 5 hours or something like that, it's really convenient. And also, I've had it save my butt a few times. My pork butt, that is. I had a fire go out, and I'm sitting there looking at it going, why are my temps going down? I would never have noticed. I would have just like, oh, it's going to go. It's going to handle it. I mean, it happens sometimes with smoking, with fires and stuff like that. Sometimes they go out. You want to make sure you know what's going on. You want to be able to monitor it in case there is some sort of snafu, and you can go and address it. Anyway, I'll be honest, I'm more of a Pit Boss fan. Also, full disclosure, because we're always transparent here on the channel. Pit Boss, I won't say they are, but they're not a sponsor. They did sponsor us in the past. They're not currently a sponsor or anything like that. We haven't worked with them in years, but I still love their stuff. I loved it so much that I went and bought a second Pit Boss with my own money. That's how much I like the Pit Boss stuff. But Traeger, good quality. In fact, the family who built Traeger started Pit Boss. Go figure. All right, let's keep going. We got the Weber. This is nice, 22-inch Jumbo Joe, your standard circular kind of charcoal grill. That's a nice one. We got the Kingsford charcoal right underneath it for $18. We got some perennials. We got some Scott's Turf Builder. We got the Milwaukee. We're going to kind of jump through this one real quick because They're going to do a BOGO. That's going to be the big deal here is the BOGO. We're going to cover that later. I will cover here the 18-volt combo kit here. This is brushless. This can get you 2 bats, the charger, the impact driver, and the drill driver, all of that for $239. Remember, it's the brushless. That's the middle of the road. They have brushed, brushless, and then they have the fuel line, as opposed to like on DeWalt where they have the brushed, brushless, and the XR line. So this is that middle of the road Goldilocks zone. It's a nice place to be on it. You're getting a lot of power for the money with it. You're getting good battery life with it. Not a bad choice there, all right? Let's keep going here. We're going to talk about, I'm not a big fan of the Google. We got some hanging plants. I love the succulents. They look like fake plants. You can kind of treat them like fake plants because they're pretty hard to kill. And trust me, brother, I have tried. Let's see here. We got the aloe vera plant. That's if you're down in the southern states having an aloe plant around. My grandmother, half my family left Iowa and moved to Arizona, and she always had aloe plants, and she always had leaves sliced and in the fridge. Oh, they felt so good after being too much time out in the sun. Anyway, what else we got? We got some mums and some berberis rose. I have no idea what that is. I know what mums are. I don't know what the rose glow is. All right, let's keep going. We got some Miracle-Gro garden soil. Here we got your fall starter kit here. We got the Husky classic bypass printer shears. We got your basic just go-to kind of rake. And then we've got the broom. Now check out the broom. It's a 24-inch squeegee push broom. This is nice because come fall and whatnot, I've used brooms like this for getting, standing water off the deck, stuff like that, pushing light snow out of the way rather than shoveling. This might be a good all-around kind of broom you might want to check out. And then down below it, we've got here, let me show you, we've got the trash can box. What this is when you're clearing stuff out, specifically leaves and such, you use it like a trash can, but then you can just fold it up and take it with you. It's $5. It's easy to transport around. If there's just you doing the leaves, get one of these. Don't rustle your trash bags. We got some Husky trash bags in here for $20. They're 42-gallon, which is, surprisingly enough, exactly what you're going to need with this box. Who knew? It's almost like they planned it that way. We got the Ring. Okay, I'm not a big fan of Ring. They did some stuff where they were letting the police have direct access without, I don't know, if they've cleared it up, if they've changed their policy, let me know down below in the comments. But basically, police were calling up Ring and saying, hey, we need access to the webcam on their front door. And Ring was like, oh, here you go. And I don't know, I want my privacy a little better protected than that. Let's see, we'll go down here. This right here, FlexiSpot water diverter. If you're not going to be able to do like a French drain or a proper kind of drainage diverter, get yourself something like this. Next to that, we've got the step stool, 3 steps, type 2. It's more like a step ladder, or not step ladder, step staircase than a step ladder. $42.97, 225-pound capacity. We got the pop-up tent here for $99. We got the oversized chair for $24. We got the cooler for $35. It's a 50-quart cooler, so that's a decent-sized cooler. It's an igloo. And let's see what else. We got the table, the regular table. Man, the price on folding tables has gone up. You used to be able to get a folding table for $20 to $30. $50 now, and that's the Labor Day sale price on a folding table. We talked about the Ryobi, the digital inflator in the last video. In fact, we're going to skip through this stuff because of that. We're going to cover the DeWalt stuff later. This is one we need to talk about. We got the storage tool systems, or the portable stack systems here. We got the Milwaukee Packout coming in $300 for the full tower. Boy, they say that inflation's under control, but it just doesn't quite feel like that. Am I the only one seeing this? $239 on the DeWalt Tough Stack. This is Labor Day deals. I'd expect to see stuff better than this. The Husky's $125. I'm sorry, I feel like that's a $100 stack system there. The Ryobi's $149. I feel like that should be the Husky price at $125. The Rigid at $160. I'll give the Rigid that. It's a really well built, really solid system. Darn near you'd shove it out the back of your pickup as you drive along. It'll probably just be fine. They don't have all the boxes and flexibility everyone else has, but they're really well built. So we'll give them that kind of credit. All right, let's keep going down here. We got some blue tape for $8. We got the Glidden versus the Bear. I'll be honest, surprisingly enough, I'm a fan of Bear. And I'll be honest, I will not say this. I will never say that I'm a paint expert when it comes to like home painting and that kind of stuff. But I have used Behr quite a bit, and I have because I tried it and was really happy with it. Now, let me know what you guys think down below. I did a video where I showed like we built walls for my utility trailer. I've told this story a bunch of times. 5 years through the summer, Vegas summers, Montana winters, 8,500 feet elevation down to Death Valley, as hot as it gets, as cold as it gets, thousands of miles cross country with that thing, and it's doing just fine. So I'm pretty happy with the Behr paints. I will say this, that if you're going to do a big project, get one of these paint tools here. The Painter Multi-Tool. It's a spreader, scraper, good for cutting blue tape, good for cleaning off your rollers, good for opening the paint cans. It's just an all-in-one kind of thing, and it actually works. Smart home stuff. I'm going to say no to most of the smart home stuff here from Home Depot. Wyze, I used to be a big fan of Wyze. I have a ton of Wyze equipment. I don't use it anymore. Topic for another video. The Blink, I've never been happy with Blink. Ring, we talked about Ring. Ecobee, again, I'm not really happy with their ecosystem. No pun intended, or alliteration. Anyway, you know what I'm saying. I will say this, the Chamberlain stuff is actually pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that. Let's keep going here. We got the Kohler toilet there for $200. That's a solid deal. We got the great stuff for gaps and cracks, windows and doors. Use sparingly, okay? Because it's really hard to get that stuff off of anything if you get it where you don't want it, all right? Appliances we're going to cover here at the end of the video, so we're not going to stop for that. Again, I talked about this mop. The wife bought one a year or so ago. Actually, I thought it was a gimmick. I've been really impressed with it. The Milwaukee tape measure for $25, that's an okay deal. The Husky 19-gallon tote. That's quite a bit of money for a tote that size. If you have one of these, I'd love to hear what you think of that tote. $10 for the impact driving bit from Ryobi. That might be a good deal. $100 ladder from Werner. Check this out. We got $20 on the digging shovel here. 47-inch handle with the comfort grip with the carbon steel blade. That's just your good, solid, basic shovel. We get the Empire level over here. Coming in I-beam level 24-inch for $20. That's a nice deal. All right, so that's what we see in the flyer. Let's jump into the other stuff like we talked about. We got BOGOs here from Milwaukee. We got a bunch of BOGOs. So here's the DeWalt BOGO we're going to start with. As far as the items you can get with it, you can get the Atomic 3/8 impact wrench. You can get the hammer drill. You can get the quarter sheet sander. You can get the drywall cutout. You can get the ratchet, the Atomic ratchet. That's a nice tool. The XR cutoff tool, that's fantastic. The drywall screw gun and the Atomic multi-tool. Again, one of my favorite tools. I really love the Atomic line. You're getting practically full power in a compact package. And then with this, you're getting the battery and the charger. Basically, it's turning them all into a full kit there. There we go. And then let's talk about this. FlexVolt 60-volt cordless brushless circ saw. This is a fantastic circ saw. If you're in that FlexVolt line, this is a great pickup. It's tool only at $200. We got the combo kit. Now, this is only 18% off. Normally, I try to keep my deals to the really, really big, truly valuable deals. But I like the Atomic line so much, I just had to include it because, honestly, they're such good tools. $229, 18% off. That's going to get you the drill driver, the impact, 2 batteries, charger, and a bag. We can also get the hammer drill here coming in. It's 32% off for the full kit for $129. We got the impact driver here, quarter-inch impact, brushless impact with the 5 amp hour battery, charger, and bag coming in at $169. Then we got the 12-inch sliding. This is the big boy with the drop shadow XPS technology. This is the top of the line, the DWS 780. $550. This is coming back to earth kind of prices. This has been in the stratosphere. DeWalt miter saws for the past 2-3 years have been ridiculously expensive. This, glad to see them back coming down to earth. Little worried why they're coming back down to earth. I think you probably all understand that one. All right, let's talk Milwaukee. We got the BOGO here from Milwaukee. Buy this battery for $159. Milwaukee batteries ain't cheap. And then you're going to get your choice of free tools. We got the Fuel jigsaw. We got the combo drill driver and impact. We've got the impact wrench. Again, the Fuel. We got the Fuel recip saw. We got the 6-port charger. We've got the Fuel multi-tool. We got the concrete pencil vibrator. We've got the track saw. We got the pump. There's a ton of more than I can go through. You can go through, you can take a look at. There's a bunch of stuff there. If you're looking to get into Milwaukee, or if you're in Milwaukee and you're looking to expand, maybe buy an extra tool and then, hey, grab a free battery while you're at it, right? Okay, then Ryobi, again, most of these deals we covered in the previous video, but I do want to call out the HP line because it's kind of like, I was going to say it's kind of like the Atomic line. It's not like the Atomic line, but to me, it has a niche kind of feel the same way the Atomic does. It's full size, but it's all brushless, which for Ryobi is a step up. This is akin to Ryobi's version of Milwaukee's Fuel. I'm saying that because they're both made by TTI. And this was to approach professional level. That's specifically what the HP line was designed for. You're getting the drill driver, you're getting brushless drill driver, brushless impact, 2 batteries, charger in a bag for $129. Again, I'm not a huge fan. I got some Ryobi tools, more of their specialty kind of stuff that's hard to find in other things. But if you're going to go with Ryobi, this is a great place to start with it, all right? Next up, we've got and then again, some of the deals, I'm going to cover 3 of them here from the other one. You get the free battery with it, again, the BOGO kind of deal. You're getting the impact wrench with the high performance battery. You got the jigsaw with the high performance battery. And then we've got the hammer drill with the high performance battery. These are all great pickups. Again, we covered it in the other video, but they're good ones to see. Then we've got the rigid lights here. You get the panel light, you get the handheld light, you get the spotlight. Tool only, you got to bring your own battery. You're looking at 48% off though on this kit, $149. I shouldn't say kit because it's no battery, no charger. Makita, now Makita's got a bunch of sales going on. These are all special buys, and then on top of that, they all have a BOGO. Basically, your choice is you're going to get either a battery, a grinder, or a work light. So let me show you that real quick. We're just going to go through them. There's 13 options here. We'll put a link to the whole page. There's your battery. There's the light, battery. Here's a grinder on this one. Grinder, light, and even in some of the XGT lines, if you want to go with that 40 volt, 80 volt series, you can do that with these. All right, now we got a few hand tools here. We got the DeWalt 12-ounce steel curved claw nailing hammer. Your basic around the house kind of hammer. It's $15. It's clearance down to 35% off. Then we've got, this is a serious hammer. This is a real hammer. You're looking at a titanium milled face head on this. 18-inch curved hickory handle. Stiletto knows what they're doing. Normally $147, 42% off, down to $84.97 on this. We got some insulated screwdrivers here from Milwaukee, 10-piece with the case. It's $100. That's 42% off a list. We got the Milwaukee level. It's coming in at $269. That's 31% off a list. So if you're looking for the Milwaukee, you have that option right there. It's funny because Milwaukee also owns Empire. My guess is are they rebranded Empire? Probably. You look at 31%, $269 on that. We've got the Shockwave 3/8 drive 6-point impact socket set, 12-piece with the case. This ends in 8 hours as of filming, 43% off to just under $40. Then we got the Torque Lock locking pliers kit. This is a great kit. I have 2 of these myself. Let me see. Are they here? I had some of them here. Yeah, they're around here somewhere. I think they're over in the other drawer. Anyway, $60, and you're getting a 5-piece kit. They're actually pretty good. They're good bang for the buck, middle of the road kind of locking pliers. They're not at the same level as the Malco Eagle grips, but what is? And for $60, and I really like the twist hand locking pit on the end. It's a pretty nice setup there. All right, we're gonna keep going. We got the fastback knife there for $20. This is your basic Access style. They all changed the name. It was Benchmade who made the locking style. Apparently it's come off patent, and now everybody and their brother's doing it, which I think is awesome because it's one of my favorite locking styles. I will say this, I've been using a lot of this. It's an Olight. Somebody else actually makes it for them, but it's got the push button style here, and you just press the little button and it comes down. And I even like the blade design, but I go through phases, so that's my current phase knife that I really like. But I know a lot of people like this fastback knife. For $20, I can understand why. We got the fastback utility knife with 50-pack of blades there, coming in at $20. It's also 20% off. We got the M18 Fuel. I've talked about this a bunch, okay? I've told the story. My neighbor has this. He's really happy with it. I tried it. I was surprised with the power. I've recommended it a bunch. Well, I gotta tell you, He told me a couple weeks ago he's getting rid of them. He's like, they kill batteries too quickly. Not just as you're using it, but they go through the batteries so fast, then you are having to replace that battery, because lithium-ion batteries only can be recharged, 100, 200 times on average. So, and Milwaukee batteries are ridiculously expensive. He's like, I can't afford to do my lawn anymore. It's just, he's like, I'm chewing through batteries, 2 batteries every season. It's ridiculous. So I get it. So at $159, maybe you're having a different experience. If you are, put it down below in the comments. I'd love to hear about it. But I think he said he was going to go with the Ego line. We'll have to see what he does. We got the chainsaw here. This is the 14-inch. That's your smaller to mid-sized chainsaw. Around the house, doing some firewood kind of stuff. $350. Why is it so much? Because it's coming with the XC battery there. 8 amp hour high output battery. 35% off on that. Then we've got the 12. This is the 6-inch hatchet chainsaw running off the 12-volt line here. You're getting the ratchet with it as well. You're getting all of that 34% off, down to $269 with the battery and the charger. Let's jump over to Ryobi, okay? Now here again, 14-inch, but a totally different beast because you're rocking that 40-volt battery on this. This is a real chainsaw. It's not a huge chainsaw. Again, 16-inch and below is my cutoff. I say that's your homeowner grade, or homeowner size, I should say. 18 inches above is when you can start taking down real trees and stuff like that. Just, it's a rule of thumb. It's not the law. No one's going to check your ID, okay? You'll be all right? No one's, but you know what? Be safe with the chainsaws, all right? Anyway, $200 for a full kit, 23% off. That's a pretty good deal, really. A 4 amp hour, 40-volt battery with the charger, with the chainsaw for $200. And then we've got their 12-inch version here. This is running off the 18-volt, not the 40-volt system, but it has the Whisper Tech. It's super quiet. It's coming in 20% off, down at $200 as well. Then we've got the cordless 650 CFM Whisper cordless leaf blower. Again, back into the 40-volt line here. So you're getting the battery, the charger, the 650 Whisper quiet blower. It's $200 again. And then we've got the log splitter. I know you were just thinking to yourself, Jeff, tell me, where can I get a cordless battery-powered log splitter? Well, here you go. Actually, I've seen it in use. It's actually pretty cool. I don't know long-term and stuff how usable it is. For those of you who do have it, I'd love to hear below in the comments what you think about it. But it's pretty much your only option if that's what you're looking for. $750. Tool only. Got to bring the batteries. All right, let's talk about generators. If you want to bring some power, here we go. 12,000 running, 9,500, or I should say 12,000 starting, 9,500 watt running with the remote control, electric start with the CO shield at $999. That's a lot of power and a lot of features at that price. But let's say you want electric, you want to go power stations, maybe solar, that kind of backup. Here's the 522 Powerhouse. This is a 300 watt, just like your everyday kind of use kind of power station. Take it out for the day, go have a picnic, go to an event kind of thing. Run some stuff, charge the phone, charge the laptop kind of thing. It's $220. It's a great one. The other thing is these can also, all these can be used as UPSs, all right? I've used them before. They work just fine. I use a similar one from EcoFlow to this size to run off the CPAP that I use. An Anchor is my second choice, all right? EcoFlow, I think, is at the top of the line, but Anchor's got some great quality stuff, and they've got some features that I wish EcoFlow would adopt. Let's keep going. Like the light. The light on this is a really good light. I think most of them don't need a light, but if you are, that's a good way to do it. This is I'd say the lower mid-tier kind of power range here. The C1000, 1,800 watt output, peaks up to 2,400. It's coming in 28% off, down to $650. Now this one, I have the F2000, and basically it's the same form factor. This is the F2600. It's got a little bit more power than the one I have, hence why it's also $1,600. That's 20% off. It's got the wheels, it's got the luggage handle, and it's got the 3-prong outlet, so I can plug an RV trailer right into it. Really nice, really convenient, easy to move around. I highly, highly recommend this one. At least I recommend the F2000. I can imagine this one would be any worse with more power. Hard to argue with that. And then this one, I actually have this. This is the Anker Solix F3800. Now, why haven't I done a review or a video? Well, because I have a beta unit, and they said they did not want me to do a video on it, and they gave it to me for free, so I acquiesced on that one. I really like it. I keep it down at the shop, and it's my backup power for my whole shop. This is the studio. My shop's just down over there. And then we have the house. So we have different types of power solutions at each location. This thing's a beast, absolute beast for $3,000. It really is. All right, let's keep going. We got some outdoor cooking. We got the Weber Spirit 2 grill here. It's 9% off, saving you $50, coming to $519. We got the fully enclosed version, essentially the same thing. It's saving you $50 again at $569. We got the Traeger. Now, this is a big Traeger. How are we doing that at this price? There's no Wi-Fi built in. That's how you're doing it. The Wi-Fi one, it's $600. The non-Wi-Fi is $500 and twice the size. Your choice. All right, the real focus of this sale is appliances, both large and small. So let's get into this. I've kind of cherry-picked the best of each class. So let me show you what we got here. So if you're looking for a standard side-by-side, which honestly not my favorite style, but some people like it, you're looking at the GE here, 25.3 cubic inch. You got water and ice on the door there. It's 33% off, taking it down to $11.98. It's a fairly popular unit, 12,952 reviews, bringing it to 4.5 stars. Now, does it have a fish hook in it? And honestly, it doesn't. I mean, I looked at a lot of them that did, and this is the only one I found that was a good deal, that was in this class and stuff. So I think this is probably the one to go with here. Now let's keep going here. Next up, we've got the Whirlpool. This is kind of like your standard refrigerator inverted. We have, if I replace my current refrigerator, this is the style I'm going to go with, because ours is back in the corner of the fridge, and it's kind of weird because you'd be up against the wall if you opened up the French door style. With this, it allows you to open the door. Usually you're only opening up the door like 45 degrees or a little bit more, and be able to get in there. And this actually brings everything up, puts the freezer down below where it belongs. There's an ice maker built in. It's 30% off. It's a Whirlpool, 3,500 reviews. Let's see, price on it is $13.98. Let me get that out there. Let's talk about the reviews. I wouldn't call it a fish hook. To qualify as a fish hook, the 2 and 3 stars have to be less than the 1 stars. It does start to come back up, but let's be honest, you see that sometimes because people who are upset with what they got are more likely to leave a review. There's very few people who are going to leave a 3-star review. They're just kind of like, meh, it does what it does. All right, 2-star, you'll get a few more. 1 stars when people are like, it, and half of them are like, it got delivered scratched, or and that's up to the local delivery guys. Because Home Depot doesn't have a team of delivery. They outsource that to somebody else. So half the time, just look at the reviews. Always look at the reviews. Always read the 1 stars. Don't bother reading the 5 stars. They're 5 stars. They loved it. Everything was perfect. Who cares? Read the 3, the 2, and the 1-star reviews, okay? And look always for the fish hook. All right, so anyway, next up one we got is your standard French door style, okay? Now, whoops, why did it jump like that? Good grief. French door style, 40% off, down from $2,500 to just under $1,500, 25 cubic foot. You got your 2 standard doors. You got interior ice and water dispensing. There's not a ton of feedback on it, but it's a Maytag, and I have a lot of trust in Maytag. They're not as amazing as they used to be, but they are still probably one of the better choices out there. You're looking, the 2 and 3 add up to 8. The 1 star is at 5. Again, it's, make sure when you take a look at it, first of all, make sure it's going to have the stuff that you need. This is a good, solid, value-priced, French door style refrigerator. Now, there's also this style, and I got questions about this style. It's got this second drawer here. It's above the freezer, below the refrigerator section. It's a refrigerator drawer. I don't get it. I mean, they're like, it gives you quick, easy access to all the stuff you use all the time. Well, isn't that the point of the French door? I can just open it up and I got easy access to everything. Do I need a separate drawer down there? If you have one, tell me, was it worth the extra money for it? Because this sucker's $2,000. I can get the Whirlpool for $2,000. Now, granted, it's got 11,000 reviews. It has no fish hook. It's 33% off. Whirlpool makes decent stuff. Excuse me. Get all worked up about this. And then the Maytag for $1,500. Are you gonna spend $500 for the extra drawer? Let me know. I'd like to hear what your input is. All right, then let's talk about washers and dryers. Full stop. Front loading washers are bad. Don't buy them. And everyone's going to have all these excuses. There's going to be tons of people, but they clean better, but they do, they have better features. I don't care. I don't care. I've talked to over 1,000 service techs at this point. Every single one of them says the same thing. I fix front loaders all the time. At home, I have a top loader. Why? Because they know those are the ones that last. Well, but it cleans better. Not really. No, a little bit, maybe a smidgen. Not that much that really matters. And as far as reliability, and if you want the features, here you go. Look at this. This is an $800 $798, $800, 39% off, down from $1,300. It's a Maytag. It's got 4.5 stars. It even comes in designer volcanic black. You can look as stylish as you want. Even has a matching dryer. There you go. You're all set. It's even part of the buy more, save more. So you're going to save some extra money if you buy the combo there. This is what you want. Or you can be paying big money, half the price of your washer and dryer to fix it right after it comes out of warranty. It's almost like they plan it that way. Unless you're buying a Speed Queen, don't get a front-loading washing machine. Sorry, it's facts. Technology may change, but it's not the right technology yet, okay? All right, let's keep going. We got dishwashers here. Okay, I got two options for you. We got a budget option and we've got the premium option. No real good middle-of-the-road option right now. This is your 24-inch built-in tall tub, top control, fingerprint-resistant, steel with third rack, bottle jets, and it comes in at 50 dBA of sound, which is not bad. You're looking at 42% off, taking this down to $478. GE's decent. They're not the best out there, but they're definitely not the worst. They're definitely not a Samsung or an LG. And then we got at the top line Bosch, because you know what? If the question is wipers or dishwashers, the answer is always Bosch, as somebody commented, and I 100% agree with that. Bosch makes the best premium washing machines, dishwashers out there. That said, $984, 10% off, not the biggest sale, but again, it's Bosch. 24-inch stainless steel, top control, tall tub, pocket handle. Not a big fan of the pocket handle, honestly. Stainless steel, 44 dBA. But I will give you one other option. KitchenAid makes some pretty good appliances too. And this is it's Print Shield. That's their version of no fingerprints. Built-in tall tub dishwasher, stainless steel tub, free flex third rack. Comes in at 44 dBA as well. And it's even cheaper at $898, 33% off, taking it down from $1,350. All right, now let's talk about some mini freezers. Your choice here is Magic Chef or Magic Chef. For $69, you get the 1.7. It's just a little tiny fridge. It'll keep your drinks cold, keep your sandwiches cold, that kind of stuff. Or you can add in a little freezer, a little bit more space, better drink organization, coming in at $139. Of course, I've got the super high-end one you've seen in my shop with the glass door and everything. Nobody needs that. It's nice. It looks cool. But for $139, and it's Energy Star compliant, which means you're not going to waste a bunch of money keeping this thing running. It's going to pay for itself. This one is cheaper. It's not Energy Star compliant. I guarantee over the course of a year, this one will pay for the cost difference to that one, and you get the extra space. It's just math, guys. All right, and then let's talk about outdoor. You know what? I give up. I looked for deals on outdoor seating and stuff like that. This is the only thing that came close, and they call it a sectional couch. There's nothing sectional about it. But it's $333. It's 26% off. It looks like a decent couch in the kind of wicker-esque kind of pattern. Of course, it's the kind where it's the plastic wicker, which is a good thing, because if you ever had wicker splinters, you know why wicker. It looks good. You don't want to be around it. That stuff is terrible. Anyway, let's keep going here. And we got Halloween stuff. Of course, they got all the Halloween kind of stuff that you want, but the big one is every year is always Skelly and his friends here. He's coming in at $300. You can free pickup at the store. You can get delivery as well because they sell out in stores so quickly. I kind of like the 12.5 giant-sized Inferno Deadwood skeleton. He's kind of cool. Look at color change and everything else. But if you want something fun, they now have the home accent Skelly. And what that does is it adds in that he's got a movable head on it. The head will pivot back and forth, and it's got 8 programmable eyes, so you can figure out, which one is the most intimidating there for you. Anyway, I want to thank today's sponsor again, FlexiSpot. Links as always are down below. Check it out. Stop hurting yourself and get a real chair. Okay? It's just ridiculous how much pain people put themselves through. You'll spend all this money on other stuff, and when it comes to a chair, just get the one out of the trash. Anyway, that's all I got for you today. Let me know what you think the best deal was down below. Again, we got Lowe's coming up. We got Walmart coming up. I'm hoping for better tool deals from Lowe's. I will say this. I kind of given this one a hard time because there weren't as many tools deals as you expect, but we kind of leaked it early with that 40 to 60% off. We caught them pre-launch on that, and that's why we try to do what we do around here. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on stuff in the future. Anyway, you all take care, God bless, and as always, shine on.